When I first found out there were G1 combiner molds back on the market, I searched far and wide around town trying to find them the very night I heard they were out. And after circling all around town, hitting 5-6 different stores, I found one. Only one. This one, as a matter of fact. Rollbar, the con artist formerly known as Swindle. As an RID toy, he's been colored in military green with an interesting airbrushing on the front. I'm really not sure what they're going for on this one. Looks like the front end's been out in the sun for a few years. Molding on him is pretty simple, barely any molded grooves and sparse details, the most of which are on the front with headlights and some riveting. There is an interior though, with black painted seats and some molding in the center to kind of pass as where the stick shift would be. For firepower, his large cannon can mount to a port inside him, and his small gun mounts to the large one, giving him a turret that looks like it can do some serious damage. It really needs that too, as it's the most basic of the team's vehicle modes. Transforming him is G1 simple, similar to a large Micromaster really. Front end folds up, rear legs flip out and extend, arms pull out to the side. That's all there is to it. In robot mode, Rollbar is short and stocky to say the least, easily the shortest member of the team, and very heavy set, a far cry from how cartoons depicted the mold. The head is again squared off and kept simple, though he's the only member of the team with no faceplate or visor, having a full face molded instead. Again, we see orange being used as the chest and midsection, going for a unifying color for the team. While his wide body and thin arms do give him a strange look, the big downside are the placement of his shoulders? Hard to say that low on the torso. It's really strange placement, and if you raise the arms to point forward, it looks pretty bad. And I'm not sure why it was designed this way, because it seems like it would have been fine if it was higher up. Naturally, he can hold both of his weapons at once, so he can make up for the size with firepower, but with the weird shoulders, aiming the guns can lead to a pretty awkward appearance. And that's what I wasted all of that gas to buy that night. And of course, about 1 week later, the target 5 minutes from here had all 5 of them. We move on to Armorhide, the team's tank. This was a head scratcher when it came out, because while all the members got color changes from their Japanese release, Armorhide was originally brown with a desert camo, so this Arctic look was a really strange choice. It doesn't look bad, mind you. The powder blue with white and black actually makes a unique look for a tank transformer. It's just highly inaccurate to the cartoon appearance. That aside, it's among the best looking of the team, with numerous panel lines and details like the hatches on top. The treads are also separate plastic parts, molded in gunmetal gray and nicely sculpted. And because tanks need more firepower, Armorhide comes with a massive double-barrel cannon that attaches to the rear and overhangs the turret, and his handgun plugs into that for true overkill. It even angles upward to work as anti-aircraft weapons. The neat part is, even with this big thing attached, the turret still has room to rotate. Okay, you have to take it off for it to point backwards, but what's going to be left in your wake with this setup? Transforming Brawl's a bit more involved than the others. Legs still do the flip out thing, but the turret has to raise up and the front end has to pull forward first. Lower the front section down, bring the arms even lower, and push the turret back in to finish it up. In robot mode, Armorhide gets some of the best proportions. The bulky look appropriate for the tank former, but his chest is still narrow since a lot of the bulk went to the arms, meaning his head seems better sized. Speaking of, we're back to the visor and mouthplate look. It kinda works to make him look more serious, but I'm happier about the head crest being more interesting than the other bots in this set. Coloring is very much the same on this guy, though we do have more gunmetal gray on top and in the midsection. He's noticeably the only member to not use orange as a primary color, only using it for his visor. He has the same 2 points of articulation as the others, up and down shoulders, and he has holes where his hands would be to hold his pistol. Sadly, the overkill cannon only fits in vehicle mode, and it doesn't have any place to go here. The land members of the team are the most interesting. Armorhide for the right reasons, Rollbar for the wrong ones. These are the two extremes of the team, with Rollbar being very plain with some obvious flaws, and Armorhide's powerhouse appearance and vehicle mode playability really shining. But of course, we need someone big enough and bad enough to lead this team. When we open the final present of this Toycember, the onslaught begins, and it ends in ruin.